You guys seem like y'all fun.
We are.
I know, I'm like on the edge. I'm so tempted.
You are so on edge. You are from Puerto Rico. We talk about how in pickup you shouldn't need the validation, but everyone wants to experience that on some level. I feel like for me, the bigger motivator when I was doing this, when I was learning to get good at this, was to not so much the validation, that was more secondary. It was more to connect with more women, to have incredible mind-blowing sex, I don't know, have cool experiences.
I keep God first. I see evil when I converse. Not today, say. This how God works. Play my position, what is given with no concerns. Go. Set it off. Top of the morning, I'm gonna set it off.
What up, Casanova? Before we continue, I just wanted to let you know that I'm working on an exciting new product that's going to drop in the next couple of months that's going to teach you everything you need to know about approaching. So if you want to be the first to get notified and stay in the loop about any launch specials, then join the VIP list and sign up in the link in the description below. Alright, now let's get back into it.
But of course, on some level, we all want to be validated. In high school, I actually felt kind of second rate. Maybe it was because the fact that I was an immigrant. I didn't feel like I really connected much with the kids of the high school, upper middle class white kids. I was this Russian immigrant with my little immigrant friends. So on some level I did, I felt second rate, and as a result I did want to experience that, I guess, validation, especially from like girls, North American girls, but girls in general. I remember this girl I used to work with. I think I was telemarketing at the time. I was 17 maybe. This was before I even discovered this whole pickup self-development thing. But we worked together. She was cute. I think she was half British. And I remember at some point I guess we were on pretty friendly terms at work, and I decided to ask her out. I called her up and I'm like, hey, you want to go catch a film or something? And she was like, as friends? And I'm like, as more than friends? And she was like, no, I'm not really down for it like that. And I don't even remember how we left it off, but I was pretty crushed. That hurt. Yeah. I think one of the biggest realizations I had, where I knew I had to get this part of my life handled, was having certain interactions and almost feeling like you are just completely disqualified by the girl as a potential mate. Like, you don't even register on this girl's radar as a guy that she would procreate with. And that just almost erases any sense of masculine identity in you.
Will you go out with me? Nah, I'm gay. So? I'm still sexy as fuck. Come on. Rejected.
You do not have enough sexual genetic worth or sexual value, or however you want to call it in evolutionary terms, to even register on a radar. That is just, there's no worse feeling. No worse feeling. So I remember realizing I don't want to feel like that. I need to get this shit handled. And I think maybe that's where this sense of validation or need for validation comes from. To be validated as a man that is worthy of procreating with. But also to feel like you can be that guy that society gives permission to. It's funny now looking back, how little I care about this now, because it's such a normal part of my life and has been for a while. And I have proof, countless proof from all these women that I've been with that I can be that guy, right? That I can be attractive and seductive and charming and funny and the kind of guy that girls can really fall in love with. Not only be attracted, but can really fall in love with. It's amazing the kind of chasm that exists between those two worlds, and you almost take it for granted.
I think it's important to add that many people have the illusion that at some point one can fully detach himself from the ego, from the need to fit in. See, pickup and self-development teaches you to let go of that need for validation. It tells you to push your comfort zone, stop caring what others think. You focus on developing yourself, carving out your own path, and you start getting the sense that you really don't give a fuck and you're happier. You might even think validation free. But in truth, you simply gain a different level of validation. What happens is that along the course of your journey, you cultivate the kind of qualities that win over women's attraction and people's general admiration. And ironically, this new validation forms as a byproduct of your willingness to self-actualize. It's important to remember that on Maslow's hierarchy of needs, under self-actualization lies the need for self-esteem, influence, recognition, respect as inherent parts of our human nature. So what self-development is really trying to promote is the idea that you should suspend your immediate need for validation in order to achieve a longer, more meaningful one. A validation amongst the kind of people you care more about, that are more in alignment with your purpose and your vision.
What up, Casanova? Thanks for watching. If you enjoy this, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and also click on the notification bell so that you can get notified when we put out new videos. Also, drop a comment. Let us know what you like, what you didn't like, any new video ideas you have for us to do. Thanks again, and until next time.
I see evil when I converse. Not today, say. This how God works. Play my position, what is given with no concerns. Go. Set it off. Top of the morning, I'm gonna set it off. You living boring, I'm gonna set it off. Shooting them scoring.